Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good, they're usually on the radar, not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another review for you, and this is the house or the brand of Guess. Brand Guess is a designer brand that they don't need introduction. They are almost everywhere, and the majority of their fragrances, especially for men, for women, I don't know much about them. This is the wrong place to know about Guess women's perfume. Anyway, so the men's ones are meh to okay, sometimes to good, but this one in particular, it's very good. So this one is called Guess Seductive Noir for Men, Eau de Toilette, 100 ml. In United Kingdom you can find it under £25, give or take, sometimes even cheaper, and for that price it's very good. Alright, so this one, first thing first, the longevity is very good, especially for Eau de Toilette. I wasn't expecting this, because usually with House of Guess or a brand of Guess, majority of their fragrances, they don't last that long. And majority of their fragrances are catered towards youngsters, or maybe youngsters towards a little bit older, and also majority of the fragrances are like a crowd pleasing, people pleaser and things like that, and this is no exception. This is quite crowd pleaser and easygoing and very versatile. So in terms of longevity, on my skin goes 6 to 8 hours. It depends how many sprays you put. I usually put 5 sprays for review to know how long it lasts, and for me it lasts around 6 to 8 hours. On t-shirt it goes over 10 hours, so on materials and t-shirt. So it's a very good performer, especially for the price and especially for Eau de Toilette. This one is in terms of age is very versatile, from 15 to 100 easily can be worn, no problem whatsoever. It's just one of those smell profile that appeals to every generation, and there's no age restriction to it at all, at least for my nose, for my experience. In terms of sex, this is better suited for men because it says pour homme or homme, seductive homme, but smell profile is in a way that ladies can easily wear it. So I would say this is almost unisex, but leaning towards masculinity. In terms of occasion, this is better suited for going out, evening, special occasion and things like that. But because it's cheap, or it's very reasonable in terms of price point, you can use it anytime, anywhere you want. But it is a little bit on the opulent side of things. And in terms of season, this is better suited for cooler weather, again because of the smell profile of it. But you can get away with it for autumn and spring if you don't go too heavy on this trigger. In summer I don't think it's a good idea because it could be a little bit cloying. So let me read you the ingredients and we'll take it from there. On top we have nutmeg, grapefruit and black pepper. In the mid we have apple, lavender and orange blossom, and in the base we have tonka bean, sandalwood and amber, or liquid amber, whatever that is. So I get everything in here very distinctly. Oh, by the way, the perfumer for this is quite a well-known perfumer, although he's quite a young and upcoming perfumer, but it is quite well known because he's done few fragrances that are quite impressive, and his name is Jerome Epinette. So people who know perfumers, they will know him, and he's done a very good job in here. Although the price point is quite reasonable, but he's done a very good job. When you smell it, you smell construction. You smell somebody who sat down and thought about it, and you can tell with the construction of this fragrance that is well done. So overall, I get everything in here. Yeah, first thing first, this is quite pretty. Yeah, it is seductive. As he says, seductive noir. It is seductive. I'm not sure about the noir part of it, because although it is not bright, but it's not dark either, it's medium in terms of darkness. So I guess noir is appropriate here. So this is seductive, as the name suggests. Yes, it's quite sensual, it's quite sexy, and it's one of those smell profile, as I said, appeals to many people. It's very hard to dislike it unless you are a crazy frag head who looks for special stuff. Then this one won't do it for you, because this is quite safe and it's quite mass appealing and people's pleaser. So this one is not for people who look for special things. This is a very everyday, or very middle of the road perfume. So when it opens up quite sweet. So the sweetness in here, yeah, from 0 to 10, 10 being the sweetest, this is around 7 to 8, so it's quite sweet. Later on it subsides a little bit, but it doesn't go away. That sweetness stays there almost to the end. And the main player for the sweetness is the tonka bean. Tonka bean here is the biggest player by far. This is a massive tonka bean perfume or fragrance. So tonka bean, you need to like your tonka bean to like this. I absolutely adore it. Very nicely done in here. The wifey loved it. As I said, this is a quite people pleaser. So it opens up with that grapefruit. The grapefruit, it lifts it up, it just open it, and very nicely. It doesn't last that long, maybe 10 minutes or so, that grapefruit. And black pepper gives it a little bit of fizziness in the beginning and a little bit of pepperiness. And the nutmeg giving it that earthy, little bit of nutty. The combination of the nutmeg and the tonka bean here, it makes it very nutty. So overall it's very nutty. Yeah, it's nutty, it's a little bit chocolatey, and the lavender again is the biggest player apart from the tonka bean. The tonka bean is the biggest player. Second biggest player is the lavender, and the lavender done here very well. So they're working together very well here. And again, that lavender giving a very beautiful aromaticness, plus a little bit of that sexy vibe coming from that lavender plus the tonka bean. Apple, yes, apple is quite big, but it's not overpowering. And the orange blossom, it is there as well, but again, it's a secondary player. It's not a huge player. The cedar here, the sandalwood and cedar combination here to give it the woody base and lift everything and carry everything together. Overall, and the amber, yeah, this is quite ambery overall. From beginning to end, this is quite ambery, and the amber here is quite deep and resinous and thick. Not much, it's not huge, but it is quite dense. Overall, very well done, very beautiful, and it is very well done for the price. Under £25, this is a very good perfume, especially for people who like this kind of fragrances. And I'm going to mention few fragrances that it is close to. I don't think it is overall copy of anything in particular, like one-to-one, but there are a few fragrances that it reminds me of. First thing, it reminds me of Armani Code, the original, yeah, because of that lavender tonka bean in here. Although there is no leather, but it is quite similar to that one. Again, not one-to-one. So these fragrances I'm going to mention, they're not one-to-one, they're not 100% like that, but they take you there most of the way, and it will give you the mental picture how this one smells. So first is Armani Code, second is Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. Again, not one-to-one, not 100% copy, but is quite similar to that one. The other one is Ultra Male by Jean Paul Gaultier. Yeah, again, to some extent, especially that sweetness of it here takes you there, although there's no pear in here, but apart from the pear is quite similar to it. And the other one is Paco Rabanne 1 Million. Yes, many people mention this, that is quite similar to that one. Yes, again, it's not a one-to-one, it's not 100%, but it takes you there because again, there's no leather in here, but the other components, it will remind you of 1 Million by Paco Rabanne. There's one more thing that I was going to mention, which I've forgotten now. Yeah, so you get the mental picture. So these are all similar to, this one is similar to the ones I mentioned. Again, not 100%, not a one-to-one, but it is in the same category, in the same vibe, the same genre of perfumery, if you like. So if you know these ones, it give you idea how this one smells. Overall, I highly recommend it, especially for a price, especially for a good performer and it smell good. Although, again, if you are a collector and you're looking for anything special, this is not a special whatsoever. This is done before many times, okay? And if you are a frag head, if you are somebody who is particular about fragrances, if you are a niche head, this won't do it for you, okay? This is for people who like their fragrances to be easygoing, every day, you know, they don't think about it, and it's just basically smell good. It smells great, actually. It smells good, smells very nice, smells quite sexy, smells for going out, for things like that. But it doesn't break the bank, and that is a good thing about this. So it doesn't break the bank. It's very reasonable, it's very affordable, and it's very accessible. It's almost everywhere, so you can easily find it. If you search it, I'm sure it will come up and you can easily purchase it. So that's a great thing about Guess, is that they are accessible and they are everywhere. As I said in the beginning, the majority of the fragrances are on the meh side and on the okay side, but this one is better than the rest of them. So in terms of the house of Guess, or the brand of Guess, I think this is one of the best from that brand, and for a good reason, because the perfumer has done a very good job here to construct it very well, and the ingredients are quite good, especially for a price. And the presentation is not bad. It's nothing special. It's quite, you know, the cap is quite heavy. The atomizer works well. So everything about it is, you know, done well and is working properly. So yes, highly recommend it. But again, you need to like this kind of fragrances. It's ageless. It's good for going out. It's good for evening. It's good for special occasion. It's good for these things, and it doesn't break the bank, and it's very good value for money, and I highly recommend it. Okay guys, if you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you fragrances like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They are amazing value for money, they smell great, and they are hidden gems. If you want to purchase one of my own perfumes, I'm a perfumer myself. I make my own line of perfumes. They call the scent of Persia because the ingredients come from my country, Iran, Persia. And we've been making perfumes more than 5,000 years, so we know a few things about perfumes. And the ingredients is one of the best ingredients in the world, if not the best. But we don't produce that much, so it's mainly for internal usage. And also, Iran is under embargo, they can't export it anyway. So I bring them here, I mix them together to come up with beautiful perfumes. There are 18 of them in my lineup. They're all different from each other, very unique, very artistic, mesmerizingly beautiful, very mysterious, like time capsule. It takes you to places. They are ultra bespoke, 100% natural, amazing value for money, but you need to live in a kingdom in order to purchase them. You lucky ones in the United Kingdom, you don't know how many people ask me every day, please send it to this place, and I all have to say is sorry, I cannot, because the post doesn't allow me. It breaks my heart, but what can I do? Thank you very much, and I see you later. Bye.